Andrew, talk to me.
Hey, Jimmy.
Why is this all screwy?
You just need to make it bigger, right? Extend it.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me try. Yeah, you're right. You are correct. Why is it? Oh, it's because. Okay, hang on. Let me do this. Okay. Let me almost there. Hold on.
Someone said Jimmy should shut the app.
Okay, did it. I did it.
Okay, you're all set.
Okay, hey, guess what? Breaking news. Joe Biden's FBI just raided Scott Ritter's residence. The video on the right explains the proximate reason for this. The State Department funds Ukraine's kill list of information terrorists, and Scott has topped that list many times. I'm on that list. But the fact checkers would say that's not true. They'll say that there is no Ukraine kill list. That's what they'd say. I've seen fact checkers say that over and over. So they must be true. That must be right, and we must be wrong, even though we were always turned out to be right, and they're always turned out to be wrong when it comes to everything. But here, let's go to the next video, I guess. Let's go see what this video says. So there they are. The FBI shows up. Scott Ritter, he's a real enemy of America. The weapons inspector, the guy telling you the truth about Ukraine, telling you the truth about Gaza, telling you the truth about Syria. He's the problem. Okay. Let me go over here and see. Here, maybe Scott will tell us.
Well, I think we've gotten to the point where it's gone beyond perverted parody. When the Israelis jail 9 soldiers for raping Palestinian prisoners, and then Israeli citizens rise up and say that the Talmud interpretation of a Jewish law says it's not a crime to rape non-Jews and that these men should be freed. Not only that, but they sent hundreds of people to the Palestinian prisons demanding to be allowed in so they can rape the Palestinian prisoners because they're permitted to under Jewish law. This led to a near civil war in Israel where soldiers were facing off against soldiers. This isn't bad Hollywood movie. This isn't the preface to some sort of zombie apocalypse. This is reality happening in Israel right now. Our ally. We claim that Israel and America is alike in many ways. I don't know, when was the last time 500 American citizens stormed a state prison saying we need to be allowed in to rape the prisoners because we're permitted to under our religious beliefs. So that's happening in Israel as we speak. The 9 soldiers were released now from custody with a crime because apparently in Israel, raping prisoners is no longer a crime. That's just one thing. They're blowing up. They blew up a school today with students in it. The school burned. The students were inside the school burning to death. The parents were outside listening as their children screamed as they were burned to death. That happens on a daily basis. What Israel has become literally the worst incarnation of what we could imagine Nazi Germany was like back in the day. I mean, and some people even say that even the Nazis weren't this bad. I don't go quite that way. I think killing millions of people in horrific fashion is as bad as it gets. But I think Israel's approximating the scope and scale of that behavior.
So when you say things like that, I guess things like this happen. The FBI shows up and they start searching your house. So if you tell the truth, you remember when I went to the UN and I gave testimony about the Nord Stream pipeline and the real cause of the Ukraine war. at the Security Council at the UN, I was immediately, they used Pegasus to tap into my computer and my phone. So they got me. So they got everything that I had on my computer, everything that's on my phone. Who knows? They could be listening on me at any moment, at any time. And that was, so that's what they did to me just for giving testimony one time at the UN. So they're remember, they wouldn't let him on the plane. They went and they grabbed him. They took him off a plane. The FBI took him off a plane. Wouldn't let him go to Russia to that economic summit, which is a much bigger economic summit than Davos. But they wouldn't let him do it. So they're coming at him. That's Joe Biden's FBI is coming at Scott Ritter hard. And for lying? No, for telling you the truth. Remember, lying gets you promoted. Telling the truth gets your house raided by the FBI. It gets you thrown in a Belmarsh prison. It gets your computer hacked by Pegasus and the CIA. That's what telling the truth gets you. It gets you kicked off of Fox News, even if you're the #1 show. Remember, Tucker didn't get fired for lying. He got fired because he started telling the truth. They took away all his advertisers. He didn't, and there was nothing to tie his hands anymore. And he got used to telling the truth, and they can't have that. So we should get to talk. I'd love to get Scott Ritter on as soon as possible. Talk to him, get his take on this. But they're coming for him hard. It's crazy what's going on. Okay, over to Steph. I'll set up our next story.
All right. Let's see here. Hey, thanks, Jimmy. Steve Morales channel. Or is it Steve Morals channel? Looks like Steve Morales. Thank you, Steve. Much appreciated. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, are you thinking about going to one of our Jimmy Dore shows live to see Jimmy Dore? Well, we're coming to Chicago August 16th. We're at the Ramova Theater, and you know who's going to be there? It's kind of going to be a really great show. Russ Dobular from Do Dissidents will be there. Mike McRae, who we love on every Wednesday with the Jimmy Dore Show. Kurt Mexican is going to be there. I'll be there. And Jimmy Dore will be leading the troops on that show. And it's going to be a blast. I think you're going to really enjoy it. We also have our Grand Rapids stand-up show that's happening at the Wealthy Theater, Grand Rapids Wealthy Theater. It's going to be a night of stand-up. And so is Duluth, Georgia, September 6th. Mike McRae will be in Grand Rapids at the Wealthy Theater. Very exciting about that. September 6th, Duluth, Georgia, Gas South Theater. September 7th, Jacksonville.
Those tickets are supposed to be available starting this Friday.
Okay.
For the Atlanta Duluth.
So the Atlanta Duluth tickets, they're supposed to be on available by this Friday. Okay, so hold tight. Get ready to buy them this Friday. Look for a tweet or a message. Have you joined the jimmydore.com email list? Join it. We let you know when we're going to be doing live streams. Like today, we did earlier. We started at noon today. Some people couldn't believe that we were like so much earlier than 3 p.m. It's because Jimmy's on vacation. And you know, when Jimmy Dore is on vacation, that means he brings you on vacation too. And he does a live show. And thank you. Who was my buddy right now that Old Cooler let Black Dingo know Jimmy 1 is on vacation in a rented house. 2, Jimmy is working out how to use StreamYard video. That's right. And my team, Andrew, Chris, Malcolm, Misha, they're all making sure that this goes smooth. And we're doing a great job. All right. We're going to go back to Jimmy at this time.